Hello ladies, it's One Take Wonder here, your boy, the casual gamer. I really hate that name and I should probably change it. But anyway, today I'm going to teach you how to make some mad bank in Hypixel Skyblock, from late game to mid game to like 2 hours after a new profile. This is very flexible, except your time zone might be a bit of a problem. But we're going to do this through events. You can go to the calendars and events tab and it'll tell you all the events coming up. But the one we're going to be focusing on mostly is the Spooky Festival, because all these make a lot of money, especially the Jerry event, by the way, you should check that out. But the Spooky Festival makes the most money out of all of them, and you can sometimes get over 1 million coins an hour if it's done correctly. Now that we're over at the bazaar, which you'll need to unlock with farming, combat and mining level 7, I can now explain to you how we're going to make money. If you go into the Spooky tab, you can see that we can sell both green and purple candies for a decent amount of coins. Though there are other things you can sell, they're not quite as common, so green and purple candies are our best bet for making as much money as possible within the event. Before we start grinding, here's a few basic requirements. You can probably get these within the first 1.5 hours of playing, so it's nothing too drastic and this will be easy to handle. Once you get to the deep caverns, you want to go down to the slime area and just grind until the timer on the right hand side of the screen is up. The event lasts for about an hour, which gives you more than enough time to kill, I'd say, a couple hundred slimes probably. And then eventually when you get candies from killing them, you can go to the lobby to sell them for your money. Thankfully, because of millionaires in the game, people often launch bats after the event is done. Not only will this get you a lot more candy, and therefore a lot more money, but also turns your game into a Google slideshow presentation. So now that the event is over, it's fair to say that we got enough candy to buy the armor. So now you want to go ahead and sell it all to the bazaar, and we'll see how much money we get. So these green candies sell for about 350k, which is a good amount of money. The purple sell for 500k, and then we also got these two other special objects which sell for 70k, and then another 40k for the pumpkin guts. Altogether we got about 1 million coins, which is by far enough to get any amount of dragon armor apart from superior and strong. But just to prove a point, I'm actually going to make these from the dragon fragments, self-reforge them, and also enchant them throughout my own pocket just from the singular event. So first things first, to get the dragon armor, I'm going to go into the bazaar. I'm going to choose unstable because that's just what I felt like. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to buy 240 fragments because that's enough to make a whole entire suit of armor, because it takes 10 fragments per slot. Do a quick time lapse of me crafting these up into armor. So now that we've fully crafted our armor, after I must have had a stroke because crafting this was way too hard for me apparently, we now get to take off whichever armor we already have. In this case it'll be your left armor, and we can put on the new armor and it looks pretty fancy. But we're not quite done yet because now it's reforge time. I'd recommend the Fierce or the Mystic Reforge because this set already gives like a whole ton of health. You also want to get Growth 5 for enchants and Protection 5. So let's just do a quick time lapse of me reforging the armor. Now that we've reforged our armor, we just need to go back to our island to give it the enchants that it needs. Now that we're back at the island, we just need to buy some grand experience bottles since they give the best enchants for the price. And then that should be enough if we buy around 40 of them to enchant the full set of armor. So now it's time for enchanting. I've already got 87 levels to start with, which is a decent amount, but it'll go fast. There are a whole lot of enchants to pick from, especially in Hypixel Skyblock, but the two we want to get is Growth 5 and Protection 5. This is also a good time to remind you that unlike the traditional enchanting table, you can enchant something 2 times in a row, so you can put it back in the enchant table. So now let's just go into a quick enchanting time lapse. And just like that, from a power 5 bow and a set of lapis armor, you officially have a full set of dragon armor from only 1 hour of grinding. Well, I hope I'll see you guys in the next video. If you did enjoy this, please leave a like and maybe consider subscribing because there will be more Skyblock videos for the foreseeable future. But until then, I'll see you all later. Enjoy your new dragon armor. Goodbye.